Coming up on the April edition of Channel 12's Lakeside News. Spring is here. The Freshwater Society invites you to come to their annual Ice Out Loon In extravaganza. The Lake Minnetonka Chamber of Commerce's Natalie Hagemo is out and about in Excelsior. We'll preview the Minnetonka Center for the Arts spring programs and events. And we'll take a look back at the history of Big Island in this month's Lake Lore. Lakeside News is next. Hi, I'm Chris Vogt and welcome to Lakeside News, where you'll find news and events from around the lake area. Well, spring is finally here, and while it's been slow to warm up, the Freshwater Society wants to celebrate springtime with their annual Ice Out Loon In extravaganza. Loon calling, a sacred pastime, a coveted skill. Do you have what it takes? There can be only one. Be there to witness history.
I'm Pat Sweeney from the Freshwater Society.
And I'm Diane Lynch with the Freshwater Society.
This is not too spring-like out here today as we film this, but we all know spring is coming. Spring is a big deal for the Freshwater Society and for Lake Minnetonka.
To commemorate the Ice Out, as well as the time when the loons migrate back to the area, we have our third annual Ice Out Loon In event coming up on Thursday, April 11th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Lafayette Club located in Minnetonka Beach. We're going to have silent and live auctions. We have a bluegrass band, a loon calling contest, which is usually the highlight of the evening, and lots of fun will be had by all. Please do join us.
If you come and take part in our loon calling contest, you'll be competing against other people, not Larry here.
Coming up after the break, the Lake Minnetonka Chamber of Commerce's Natalie Hagemo is out and about in Excelsior. Lakeside News returns in a moment.
Coming up on Precious Pets. Hey, aren't they cute? Uh-oh, everyone's favorite pooch, Corporal Cuddles, isn't wagging his tail on tonight's episode.
We interrupt this program to bring you this important message.
The Lake Minnetonka Communications Commission, located in Spring Park, Minnesota, offers free television production classes. You heard it right. Free, free, free. All you need to do is sign up and show up to receive your special TV training. That's right, folks. That's it.
Wow, that sure looks easy.
Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will help bring your idea to the big screen. Well, that is if you have a big screen.
Why, thank you. We are very friendly and knowledgeable.
You'll learn the secrets of how a television studio works.
If you can't see video, try taking off the lens cap.
Wow! Thanks, LMCC.
From studio lighting and nonlinear editing to on-location shooting, we'll guide you down the path you need to succeed. Just call us at 952-471-7125 or go to our website at www.lmcc-tv.org to get started today. Hurry in, folks. An opportunity this good won't last forever.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Welcome to the first edition of Out and About. I'm Natalie Hagemo, and today we're in downtown Excelsior at Biella. I'm here today with Laura Hotvet, who is the Executive Director for the Excelsior Lake Minnetonka Chamber of Commerce. Hi, Laura.
Hi, thank you for being here.
Yeah. Can you tell us a bit of a lot of the events that are coming up? We heard there's a lot of new things coming to the lake area and things that are coming up and happening.
Oh yes, we have a lot going on. It's sort of the revolution of change here in Excelsior. We're very excited. We just completed our first ever Jake O'Connor's Luck of the Lake 5K. Very successful event, a fundraiser for all of the Excelsior Lake Minnetonka Chamber programs around town and in the entire Lake Minnetonka area. So we're really excited about the success of that event. We have up and coming is our Person of the Year and our Celebration of Community event on Friday, April 19th, where we will award a deserving member of our chamber who really gives a lot to the community, the coveted Person of the Year award.
With me now is a board member from the chamber, Jamie Kiefer. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Natalie. How are you?
Good. I wanted to find out, you know, the chamber's always looking for new members. And you've been a member, you're a board member. What do you find most exciting about, or what do you look forward to as far as being a member of the chamber?
I love being a part of the community. You know, it's a small community, and I think, you know, being a part of the board as well as a part of the chamber makes you feel tight-knit in that community, you know, gets you engaged and involved what's going on. You know, we just finished our first annual Luck of the Lake race, which was an awesome event, lots of work, but it was super fun. And, you know, what was so fun about it is to see everyone there have such a good time and say, thank you so much. I can't believe, you know, you did this. So it's worth all that work, you know, and then the events that we have coming up, you know, with the farmers market coming back to Water Street. I'm so excited about that. The pedicabs that we have coming to town this summer. This is the best place to be, and I never want to live anywhere else.
With me now is Excelsior author and historian Bob Williams. Hi, Bob.
Nice to see you.
Bob is going to be speaking today at our chamber meeting, and I kind of wanted to find out, you know, what are you going to talk about? Can we get a little taste of what you're going to share with everyone today?
Sure. Actually, what happened was a long time ago when Excelsior was celebrating its 100th birthday, 1953, I was editor of the newspaper, and we produced a historical edition which won a national award. So people began to ask me to go out and speak about Excelsior and Lake Minnetonka history, and that's how it all got started. And then from that, I decided I would write a novel, and I've ended up now with 4 novels.
Does anything surprise you about the history of Excelsior?
No. I think what is surprising is that people still have an interest in the history. And we're lucky to have a community that has a tremendous history to it. So you can never stop talking or writing about it. When I do walking tours, I get more questions about the 1930s and the Depression than any other time period. And I always found that interesting, and so that's what we're going to talk about today. I brought some books along, only because one of them, called Good Luck on Your Downward Journey, is about the Depression years. They're all novels, but they're a mixture of fact and fiction, and they take place in Excelsior. Out here at Excelsior, of course, we had the Excelsior Amusement Park. It was built in 1925 by the F.W. Pierce Corporation out of Detroit. And they had some other parks around the country. In fact, they have another one at White Bear Lake called Wildwood. But the Excelsior Amusement Park was their favorite and their biggest park of all. And it was probably the best known attraction in the state of Minnesota. You could go anywhere in the state, and if someone said, whereabouts are you from? You said, Excelsior. Oh, we've been to the amusement park. Everybody had been to that amusement park at one time or other. And during the Depression years, they were having a tough time because people didn't have any money and they weren't going anywhere during the Depression. And so they tried some different promotions. One of them was called Milk Bottle Cap Days. Now that's back in the days when milk came in bottles with a little cardboard cap. And they had a promotion that on some Saturdays during the summer, with 1 milk bottle cap and 3 cents, you could ride on any ride in the park. They do them on Saturdays. People came out by the hundreds with one pocket full of milk bottle caps and the other pocket full of pennies, and spent the whole day at Excelsior Amusement. Nobody else, I don't think, would even notice this, but I observed this as a kid. On Friday nights in the middle of summer, at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, a station wagon would come over the hill and down, make the corner turn and park right in front of Arnold's drugstore. And 4 handsome kids, 4 boys, would pile out of that station wagon. Now, we didn't see many station wagons in those days. They would pile out of that station wagon and go into Arnold's drugstore and get ice cream cones because Arnold's made their own ice cream. They'd come out and stand in front of the drugstore eating their ice cream cones, get back in the station wagon, and away they went down the street and gone. They were the 4 Dayton boys, and they were on their way to Boulder Bridge Farm, their grandfather's farm, to spend every weekend during the summer. Handsome, young kids who all grew up and took over the Dayton Company. I don't know if any of them are still alive today or not, but you could almost set your clock by it at about 5 o'clock. They would stop to get their ice cream cones every Friday night. I'll close with one last story. I love Charlie Brown stories. And that sort of fits where I am today. I turned 91 years old on Christmas Eve. And I'm hoping that we're going to turn 92 next Christmas Eve. Charlie Brown and Lucy are on a cruise ship. And they get up in the morning and go up on deck with their deck chairs under their arm. And Lucy, of course, who's always in charge, says, which way are you going to face your deck chair this morning, Charlie Brown? Some people face their deck chair towards the bow of the ship so they can look to the future and see where they're going. And others face their deck chair towards the stern so they can see where they've been and reflect upon the past. So which way are you going to face your deck chair this morning, Charlie Brown? And Charlie Brown says, I don't know, I've never been able to get mine unfolded. I'd like to think that in my old age I finally got my deck chair unfolded. And you've been a wonderful audience, and I thank you very much for letting me come.
Thanks for watching this edition of Out and About. I'm Natalie Hagemo, and as I like to say on my blog, Mamalicious in Suburbia, there's nothing wrong with staying perfectly imperfect. Bye-bye.
Coming up next, we'll preview the Minnetonka Center for the Arts spring programs and events. Lakeside News returns in a moment.
Can you tell which of these children was not born free? Can you tell which of these children was not born equal? Can you tell which of these children does not deserve to be treated with dignity? We can't either. Human right number 1. We are all born free and equal. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
Hey y'all, when I left my home this morning, you know I didn't even cry. When I left my home, you know I didn't even cry. I just banged my head, felt like bees were in my eye.
Welcome to the Minnetonka Center for the Arts. We are a 60-year-old organization. We just celebrated our 60th anniversary last October. We have had 3 different facilities right on these premises. This one was built 10 years ago. This facility was designed specifically for the disciplines that are taught here. So our painting studios have lots of natural light. All of our studios are open, airy, and very spacious. We are one of the few community art centers with a full foundry for sculpture on site and open to the public. Our artist instructors are all phenomenal artists. They have been exhibiting regionally, nationwide, some internationally. So some are very renowned artists. There are a lot of accomplished artists who study and train here, but we welcome beginners as well. They are always welcomed and supported in this community. The classes here become little mini communities in fiber and ceramics, photography, painting. The students who study together also get together socially and really stay connected as a small little microcosm. Summer Arts Camp at the Minnetonka Center for the Arts is really exciting because the kids come and the teachers are so engaged, so excited to tell these kids about the different art forms that they're working on, whether it be ceramics or photography, drawing or painting, sculpture, clay. The kids are able to try different mediums, and it's all fun, it's all age relevant, and developmentally fits where these kids are at. So the kids aren't afraid, it's just fun, creative energy. Summer Arts Camp is a wonderful program for kids ages 5 through 17. We have 4 different age groups, so kids are with children of their own developmental level. There's a class for 5 to 7-year-olds, 7 to 9-year-olds, 10 to 12-year-olds, and 13 to 17-year-olds. And those classes run June 10th all the way through April 23rd. The classes do teach real skills. They teach absolute solid art fundamentals, so the kids are having fun doing things that are really pertinent to their age group and their development level, but they're actually learning skills that as they progress and keep going with art classes, it's all relevant and it all progresses their skills and helps them become real artists. Summer Arts Camp registration is open now. Go to our website, minnetonkaarts.org/SAC for Summer Arts Camp. We have online registration this year for the very first time, but you can always call the Art Center and register by phone, by mail, in person, or online, whichever is convenient for you. Registration should be in before June 10th when classes start. Register early because those classes fill up really fast. The Adult Series classes at the Minnetonka Center for the Arts cover all disciplines: ceramics, photography, drawing, painting, sculpture, glass, and woodworking. There are also workshops for people interested in any discipline, and those can range from 1 day to 3 or 5 sessions. But the series classes for Spring Session 2 are 8 weeks in length. For more information on our adult classes all year long, you can go to our website, minnetonkaarts.org. You can call the Art Center at 952-473-7361, extension 16 to reach our registrars, or pick up a catalog. For more information on any of our classes, exhibits, and any of our outreach programs, please go to our website, www.minnetonkaarts.org, or give us a call at 952-473-7361, extension 16.
Meet the Coopers. This all-American family is trying to decide where to go on vacation this summer. Dad wants to take the boys hunting, but Mom sure won't allow that. Here's a suggestion. How about a can't-miss, family-friendly, classic car show in the greatest town in America, Victoria, Minnesota? What do you say, boys?
Gee, Dad, sounds swell.
Don't forget about the dogs. What about Arnold? And so their journey begins. The bags are packed, ducks are all in a row, and only 5 hours behind schedule. Careful, Bobby, that's not a toy. Uh-oh, looks like someone was looking at the map upside down again. Don't take it personally, Mom. With a stroke of luck, the Coopers are back on track. Almost there, boys. Hey boys, let's behave in the back. You don't want your dad to turn the car around. Hey, and what's that? There it is, Victoria, Minnesota. And it's in color. Look at all those classic cars. What a sight. Be sure to drive your ride to our classic car night in downtown Victoria, Minnesota. Wednesdays from 5 to 8 p.m. June, July, August, September, and October. Don't miss it, and come on down to Victoria. Welcome back to Lakeside News. It's time now for Lake Lore. This month, we'll take a look back at the history of Big Island.
The amusement park on Big Island was built in this winter of 1905. Construction started, and they built continuously various things for a couple of years. By about 1908, they were done building. The park was installed in concert with the streetcar line that came out to Excelsior, and it appealed really to middle-class working people. Well, from where we're standing here in Excelsior, the streetcar company, the Twin City Rapid Transit Company, had three steam boats, large ferries, that picked up people in Excelsior and carried them out to the island and then back again. And the fare for that was included in the fare for the streetcar ride from Minneapolis to Excelsior. It's not really known why the park closed. One common theory that one reads is that the automobile rose at about that time. People were, in addition to that, people were leaving the area on more far-reaching voyages to places like Yellowstone and Lake Superior. So the appeal of Minnetonka was declining. It's interesting that the Twin City Rapid Transit Company had another amusement park on the other side of the city on White Bear Lake, and that continued into the 1930s. And so on the one hand, the Big Island Amusement Park closed in 1911 after the 1911 season, but the other park that the Rapid Transit Company operated continued until the 1930s. There's very little left of the park. There are some canals that one can see that were part of an amusement ride called the Old Mill that's similar to the one at the State Fair. That involved quite a lot of excavation, and you can see the channels or the canals that this ride operated in. Aside from that, there are some footings and some kind of miscellaneous rubble that one can see. The pier for the steamboats is still there, but underwater. And That's about it. There are the concrete steps right by the dock at the amusement park site that are still in place.
Did you know that the leading cause of death for Minnesota teens are traffic crashes, and that 75% of teens killed are not buckled? As a parent, there are many things to worry about when you give your teen the keys to your car. But poor choices don't need to be deadly. One of the safest choices they can make is to buckle up. And teens are more likely to buckle up if they see their parents doing it all the time.
A message from our partners at AAA and the Minnesota Safety Council. For more information on Live to Drive Another Day, visit myfox9.com.
Well, there you have it. News and events happening in and around the lake area. If you have a news story or see something exciting going on, please let us know. We can be reached at the LMCC at 952-471-7125, via email at lmcc@lmcc-tv.org, or please check us out on our website at www.lmcc-tv.org. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next month on Channel 12's Lakeside News.